Hi, hi. I'm gonna see if I can find my own stream. There I am. And we'll see what's up. Make sure I have tissues. All right. Hello, hello. This light is way too bright. Hold on. And this has a mirror, so I don't want you to get blinded. Okay, that isn't quite high enough, and neither is my laptop, but I think we're okay. Let me pull a few more books off, because I need to raise my laptop up, because I'm very technical. Actually, I know what I'm gonna do. Hello, if you're here. Hello, hello. Happy government shutdown day! Again! I've been home today, so I figure why not do stuff for the channel. I actually have edited videos. I have 3 of them, and something's going to be coming up tomorrow, which is February 3rd. And then that Friday, and then the following Friday, and I'm working on the Tuesday video in between, and then of course I'll be live in between as well. I think the last time I was on one of these, I was probably upstairs, but when I last worked on nonfiction, I was over there. This entire side is now done, that side. So I'm gonna work on the books behind me. I'm trying to declutter as much as possible and get rid of stuff. Hi, Raul. Yeah, good to see you. I don't usually stream on Monday nights, but today's a different kind of day, so here I am. Almost all of this is animal books. And I started getting rid of some earlier. There was one about like goats, and I'm like, do I really need a book right now on how to take care of goats? And the answer is no, I don't. So that's under my laptop down here. But after the YouTube boost in another minute or so, I'm gonna start looking at these, seeing what kind of crazy animals I have books for. And there's even some, I think, in the cabinet below that. My horse books are right there, but I do have some horse books behind me as well. It's 5:07 there, it's 6:07 here. Yeah, so you're behind me like 1 hour. Hopefully I can talk a little better than I did last night, but we'll see. I've kind of been out of it. Today's been a good day though. I did a ton of cleaning. Like I got more done today, a surprise day off, than like all weekend, I think. Although I did do a lot this weekend. BRB, okay. Just gonna wait for that number to go up. It seems like last night and today, YouTube doesn't send it out until a little later. It's 4.5 minutes and they still haven't seen that bump up. I think the other night we had like 48 people watching or something, which is crazy to me, but yeah. Right now there's 2, which is fine, but I think we can do better than that. Let me see where I want to start. I think I'm going gonna just start moving some stuff and then, yeah, because I gotta clean this off anyway. I haven't decided if I want to do the top of my bookcase yet. Where do I put this stuff? Over here? I'm just kind of clearing it off. I have some Jack Skellington deck of cards. I have a lot of cool stuff. This needs to be wiped down anyway. Where is this YouTube boost? My goodness. This I'm going to show you once we get some people in here. This can go over there. And this can go carefully over here. Anybody here? Hey Cujo, Cujo's here. Now we're talking. I don't normally stream on Monday nights, as you know, but I had the day off today because the government shut down again. Yay! So I decided to spend it doing channel stuff, and I need to go through this bookcase anyway, so here we are. Thank you for being here. Just kind of getting stuff off of the ledges, and then this is all animal books. Yeah. Know what's up here. This is a bell. Let's try not to ring it. Thank you. Hi, Raoul. Cujo's here too. All right, so there are 3 bookcases in this room. We did the biographies, and I did some horse books before. The biographies was on stream, and then now I'm doing animal books. I do have James, is it Harriot? He's up here. I've got 5. Sneak peek for you early people here. This is an oriole nest. They wove it together with horsehair and some other stuff from the farm between these 2 branches. Isn't this the coolest thing? I love that I have one of these. They're just so cool looking. You can go up there right now. I think I've read the first 2, which I think there's like a book within a book. I think there's like a part, whatever. Oh, hey, Jane. Sorry, I forgot that was you. Don't tell me the sky is the limit when there are footprints on the moon. Indeed. Me, Tarzan, you, Jane. Yeah, I mean, story of my life, I got them for free. I found them. I don't really need them, but I enjoyed them when I audio read them. Yeah, so I technically have 2 regulars here. So Jane and Cujo are here on this Monday night that I never got the YouTube boost for, but that's okay because I got a lot of books to go through. I'm gonna just start here. Oh geez, I'm already... I have 2 of these like old natural history field book guides, and they're just black and white photos of like plants and stuff. There's a couple extra things in here too, but they are nice G-rated books. Yeah, I forget how much stuff they have about like animal reproduction and stuff like that, but you are your number 1. Gotcha. Yeah, they're fun to read. This is more of a there's even birds in here. This is more of a collector's item. Oh, there's snakes in here too. I'm not going to use this for field identification. So I'm going to put it as a maybe. Ooh, that was really loud. Sorry. I always find them in different places. I have two like that, and I always find them in different places. And then I'm like, should I get rid of one? Should I keep one? But they have slightly different stuff. And then I have two IDs for birds of prey. And this isn't even all of it. Oftentimes I'll take these with the intention of giving them to people, because this says this is more for kids. And then this is just like a card. Maybe I should put this in my car. I'll put that in my car, just in case. This is fun. It's how to identify nestlings and eggs and stuff of birds. How many bird feeders do I have? I actually just have the one, unless you count Charlie. Because I don't feel right about attracting them in certain parts of the yard where they could accidentally get into Charlie's pen. And then this is called Hawks in Flight, and is it ID or is it... Oh, this is really nice. This is like sectioned off and has different morphs and stuff, so that's not going anywhere. These three aren't going anywhere. Oh, goodness. All right. You're watching starlings on YouTube make R2-D2 noises. I think I've seen that same video, yeah. Once there was a person named Fred, then you ate him. Is that a pun? I don't know. Because we have another regular girl who like eats people randomly, just talks about it. I don't know. It's just her thing. This is Strange Encounters, Adventures of a Renegade Naturalist. I have a Bill Bryson section up there, and he has a lot of like travel books where he just goes around and like talks about the area and funny things, and like I think this is kind of like that. Hi, Plywood, thank you. Yeah, I don't usually stream Monday nights, but I'm gonna get some stuff done. So I think this is just like, I'm trying to get rid of books, so I have to look at them all. Yeah, this guy sounds like a kindred spirit, so I think I'm gonna save that. Living by Water, True Stories of Nature and Spirit. There's orcas on this cover, though. Is this the same? No. This is Living by Water. This is Strange Encounters. I mean, it's got orcas on it, so I'm going to keep it. Pork chop. Nice. How am I even gonna... I need to get rid of some of these. This one's called Animals in Film, and it's just a little... I don't know if this is about the animals, though. I think it's maybe like animal welfare, but I think it's also old. What's the copyright on this? 2002? That's not that old. I mean, it is, but it isn't. I don't know. Am I, like... I would love to be someone who, like, has animals that can be in films. But I don't know if this is helpful with that. No, I don't think I'm going to read this. So I have a maybe, I have put in my car, and then over there I'll put giveaways. Pork chop. Hey, Janko. Janko? Forget what I called you. You're going to draw what I draw? I'm not drawing anything, though. You can draw an orca. They were on the front of that book. Somebody was here yesterday, and we were talking about how smart crows are. Or was I might have been in someone else's stream on Friday. This is called Gifts of the Crow. I gotta read that at some point. Modoc, it's like an elephant in captivity story. I love elephants. They're not like, if I have a list of favorite animals, they're not necessarily up there, weirdly, but I mean, I love them. I've never worked with them. This is probably out of date, but I like kind of seeing the behind the scenes with wild animals. You don't know how to draw that? This one. You're the one who told me to read the summer book. What summer book? There's a guy that plays tic-tac-toe with a crow. That might be in here, depending on when that happens. How perception, emotion, and thought allow smart birds to behave like humans. I've read a couple things about African gray parrots too, and just how amazing they are at mimicking language and understanding language. Yeah, sorry, it's backwards, but it's called Gifts of the Crow if you want to see what it is. I have so much good nonfiction. Why don't I read it as much? I'm so like an animal where it's like out of sight, out of mind. Like if and I see these every day, but like the ones that are upstairs near my bed are the ones that end up getting read the most. I don't know. Remember when you will read a winter book named Blue? So Thin, or a summer book? You recommended the summer one. Okay, you're talking about the live where I asked which book I should read next. I don't know if you've been here since then, but I did try to read the summer one. I decided I just wasn't into it. It was fine. It was just kind of people going on vacation, and it wasn't really what I thought. And then I picked up the winter book, the cold one, and I don't like the writing. I read about 50 pages. So I tried to read both of them, and I gave up on both of them. And now I'm reading a sci-fi book. This was the other one in my hand, 100 Birds and How They Got Their Names. Somebody give me a bird. Actually, I don't know if I can look them up quickly. Birds have very strange names. But this is literally how they got the names. Oh, thank you, Dr. Doom. Never thought I'd say that. Pelican. Study Islam. I mean, I can. Oh, they do have a pelican. Let me see if pelican's in here. 176. That is a strange word, isn't it? This is just so far information about pelicans. The pelican was a symbol of Christ's resurrection, often depicted in religious paintings or ecclesiastical coats of arms. Dante refers to Christ our pelican. It's possible that pelicans were confused with flamingos, which do feed their young regurgitation. They were talking about that. I don't understand why they got that name, though. Oh, here we go. The name pelican which comes from the Greek pelagos or axe, once described any bird with a large bill, including woodpeckers and flamingos. Another early name was alcatraz, which ended up becoming albatross. What? See, I have to keep it now. It's just like interesting facts. Yeah, he was spamming Cujo, so that was the right. That was the right decision. I have to like talk and then read the comments because apparently I can't do both at the same time. Axe, yeah, but they were talking about like the way that the babies have to go into the see, I did it again, into the pouch to like get regurgitated fish and stuff, but I'm You're gonna be right back so you can draw the orca? Cool. I used to draw orcas in class all the time. Don't do that. Chelovek. Who? Hi, Troy. Who what? Let's get these ones on top here because they're gonna need some reorganization anyway. The Extinction Club. I think someone grabbed this for me. But that doesn't mean I need to keep it. It's about a species of deer. Whoa. Watch out, there's a wood construction behind me. Yes, you are correct. It's a haircut I've never seen before. It was inspired by a singer named Aurora. I curled the front today. Yeah, it's a little crazy, but I like it. It makes me feel different. Hi, Sybil? Is it? Wait, Belle du jour. Are you talking about the, how should I put this? Lady of the Night. Because I read her book too. And I loved Secret Diary of a Call Girl with Billie Piper. I kind of hope that's what you were referencing, but maybe not. Oh, greetings from Portugal. Okay, so you're probably not. I'm from the northeastern United States. I don't know that I'm gonna want to read this, but it says it's about an extinct species of deer with the neck of a camel, the horns of a stag, the feet of a cow, and the tail of a donkey. Well, that's just a lot of deer have cloven hooves and weird necks. I don't know. They'd never, like, a European saw it and caused a fuss because he brought it back to the UK or something in like the 11th century or something. Wait, 11th century? No. I don't know. I'm gonna put it in a maybe because meh. I should just get rid of the mess. Oh dear. Outwitting critters. I have an outwitting squirrels somewhere. Somewhere. And this is like his follow-up book to that. Humane Guide for Confronting Devious Animals and Winning. It's meant to be funny. There's a bookmark in it. I'm collecting bookmarks, apparently. Why am I standing so off-center? I think this is actually kind of like... Oh no, it says poisonous snakes. I can't tolerate that. It's kind of like survival techniques, but like in a funny way. It's kind of a companion to the other one, and the other one is like the more famous one. I really can't stand when they say poisonous snakes, though. But it kind of gives some information about the animals as well, or the insects. Surviving sea lions, of all things. Bears, bats. The snake thing, I don't know. I'm not teaching, I'm going through books, but I'm kind of teaching, I guess. Put in maybe the Outwitting Critters one. Yeah. I don't want to get rid of it though, because I want to find outwitting squirrels. I know I had it at some point and I gave it away, but I'm going to put it in maybe. Because I didn't even know I had that. Like, it's okay. Can you survive an Indian cobra snake bite? You can, but you gotta have someone get you to the hospital quick. Like, quick. And there was a American who was over in India helping to like rescue snakes from stuck in houses and stuff like that, and he got bit while he was over there. And he did lose half his finger, but he said the hospitals in India understood snake bites better than in America. So he didn't actually lose his finger, I don't think, until he came back to America after visiting India, like once he was stable. You posted a short and you did the orca? Let me look. You have 30 minutes to treat a king cobra bite? That sounds right. And you did the orca? I want to see. Oh, it's so cute. It's got a starfish on it. What is it holding? Oh, that's really cute. As long as you get the spot behind the eye, that's the biggest thing. I love it. "30 minutes or less to treat cobra bite or get your pizza delivered." It's one of those. You either survive or you get pizza. It's a hard one. Okay, here's yet another one about a dude walking around seeing animals. The Big Year, a tale of man, nature, and fowl obsession. And it's got like a typical like birder on the cover. Oh, so there's these events for bird watching for extreme bird nerds. I did one called the World Series of Birding when I was growing up, and that's kind of how I fell in love with identifying birds. But apparently there's another kind of thing where people keep track for an entire year of bird watching. I have to keep it, right? I'm the bird lady. Zarafa, a giraffe's true story from deep in Africa to the heart of Paris. I have to. I'm not gonna get rid of anything. Oh, this is bad. Okay. Seabiscuit I read, but I enjoyed it, so it's staying. Man Who Listens to Horses. Monty Roberts was kind of one of the most famous first natural horsemanship kind of guys. He's a little controversial, but like now, but he's like, it's fine. This one is just called The Peregrine, and yes, it's staying. Yes, wait, what did I ask? That I have to keep it? Yes. Born Free. Okay, this is everywhere I look. People are giving this away for free. It's about a lion, a female lion. It's just like what I was explaining with that elephant story. This is very old though, so it's probably got some stuff that's not really appropriate. Why is she spotted? I didn't remember lion cubs being spotted. This is her like trying to break into their house. She's definitely got spots here. Yeah, lioness. Yeah, I was looking right at that word and then I just didn't say it. Sorry for saying that last time. Didn't think it'd be disturbing. I remember you from yesterday, but I don't remember what you said, and I guess don't say it again or my mods will come at you. I'm gonna keep it because it's like a classic in the, like, I don't know, animal nerd world. This is by David Attenborough, also about walking around and finding animals. This Born Free might make a good audiobook for me to just kind of breeze through because it's not that long. This is David Attenborough. I have to, oh my gosh. King Solomon's Ring. This is another like classic animal-y story. Classic account of animal behavior that sheds new light on man. It's not new anymore, but it's kind of like important historically. Oh my god, I've gotten rid of one. And I have 3 in the maybe pile. But I'd probably end up keeping. All right. Out of Africa is another famous kind of classic. I think it's pretty old. It was made into a famous movie. It says literature. Is this fiction? Is the chat working? It's kind of stalled out. YouTube has been so weird about live streams. Testing. Okay, gotcha. All right, I was trying to figure out if this is fiction or not. I don't really want to read this, but I feel like I should, if that makes any sense. Yeah, it was written in 1937. I think this is nonfiction, which is why it's down here. You'd think I would know by now. Just trying to figure out if it's nonfiction for sure, because otherwise I can at least move it. Yeah, it does say memoir. Okay. I gotta keep it. Jane Goodall. This is a children's book or like young adult about living with the chimps. I believe I've read it, but it's Jane Goodall. It's not going anywhere. Emergency animal rescue stories. This might be sad, actually. Like they go in after hurricanes and rescue animals, but not all of them are going to be rescued. Yeah, R.I.P. Jane Goodall. My falconry mentor actually met her, I think a couple times, and he painted a picture of her with her chimpanzees and gave it to her. That's so cool. I'm putting it in maybe because I didn't know I had it, and I don't think it's like how to treat animals in an emergency or something like that. I think it's like a memoir of going around after natural disasters. All right, we're getting into horse world. Secretariat, keep. Ruffian, keep. Man of War, keep. This is about Snowman. He was bought for $80 and then became like a famous racehorse. All of them are racehorses. Horses were my first love in the animal world. What is somebody saying? Yeah, I have several Bibles and a couple Qurans and a Torah and like a bunch of other stuff. Kabbalah, Tao Te Ching. That's on the other side of the room. Eventually I'll get it over there. Hero of the herd, country vet. All of these things are sounding familiar. Funny and every bit as heartwarming as Harriet. I still don't know how to say it. Harrio? Yeah, Snowman was an underdog. Yeah. I don't know what that means. This is like if you've ever seen Dr. Pole on, is it Nat Geo? Underhorse. Yeah, I guess it's not an underdog. That makes me want to read it, actually, now I'm like looking at it. Harry DeLayer first saw the horse he would name Snowman on a truck bound for the slaughterhouse. The recent Dutch immigrant recognized the spark in the eye of the beaten-up nag and bought him for $80. On Harry's modest farm in Long Island, he ultimately taught Snowman how to fly. Oh, maybe he was a jumper instead of a... Yeah, show jumping. Okay, so he wasn't a racehorse. I thought he was a thoroughbred, though. An $80 plow horse? Was he a... Maybe that's just what he did before. I don't know what breed he was. I was wrong. Maybe I should put this up on the list of like all of the other things I want to read, but it's definitely staying. This is more tales from a country veterinarian. I just saw some kind of corny writing. When was this written? 1999. I don't need like 20 of them, you know? Yeah, they're calling him like an American James Harriet. Yeah, I think it is Harriet with a T, but I don't know. Okay, BRB. Hi, Evany. I think I'm gonna get rid of this one. 2! I've gotten rid of. Yay. Okay. Again, strange animals I have known, but this one's like an older book. And this is more of a keepsake. I don't know that I'd read this one. And that's interesting because you can see the top here. I want to get rid of some of these ones on the very top. Which way can my finger go? There we go. And this one will fit with that vibe. So I'm just going to move it. I'll put it over here. I'll remember. Animal talk, breaking the codes of animal language. I'm fascinated by animal intelligence. It's kind of what made me want to train them. Icebound Summer. I've been carrying this around. Somebody bought this for me like 30 years ago, and I've been carrying it around. It's animal related. And I just feel like I need to read it before I get rid of it. It was a gift. Alright. I shouldn't, like, worry about arranging them right now, because I don't know what I'm going to have exactly. Oh, they retracted their comments. I don't know why. Alright. The Wonders of Peacocks. I went on a spree where I was like, I want to get a how-to book to take care of every animal. Some of them were quite ridiculous. I do like peacocks, but this is very out of date. However, it has like lore and stuff, and it's a small book. I'm gonna hold on to it. I might as well grab a couple. So, Enslaved by Ducks. I have to keep that with that title. How one man went from head of the household to bottom of the pecking order. I think this is about, like, again, like living with a duck, where we talked about living with an elephant or living with a lioness. Speaking of intelligence, the octopus, I know. There's a couple books out about them that I'm looking for. Keep anything duck related? Okay. He just looks like he's judging. Look at that eyeball. I think it's like, maybe not, but I'm not getting rid of it. Grayson is about a lady who goes swimming in a channel and a whale shows up. It's a baby whale, and she stays in the water with it until they can like come get it to help it swim back out to sea. What kind was it? Was it a humpback whale? It looks like a right whale on the front. No, it's a sperm whale on the front, but what kind of whale is it? It was just kind of a like wholesome moment in time kind of thing. I forget if the mother was out in the main area. I want to know what kind of whale it was. This is boring, I'm sorry. Do I have any books on Neil the Seal? No, I don't. Tell me about that. I'll look it up on Goodreads too. There was a centipede in your shower. Yeah, that happens. They look like centipedes in my house. I don't think they are though. Gray whale. Okay, it was a gray whale. This is not a gray whale. It's literally gray, but that makes sense that she called it Grayson. Obviously, I have a thing for whales, and maybe maybe after I go through these, I'll try to split them out by like category of animal. Neil the seal is New Zealand national treasure. Let me see if I can find anything on Goodreads. Neil the little seal. I don't know that there's an official book on it. Do I offer relationship advice? No. I'll have to look out for stuff on Neil the seal. Oh, okay, I'll leave that one at the bottom. Tiger Moon, tracking the great cats in Nepal. You get a glimpse of Nepal and tigers. Like, yes. This is the Guide to Troubled Birds. Okay, this is just a bunch of funny pictures with quotes on them. And it's so funny. Like, this one says, I disembowel. It's what I do. I know it's backwards, I'm sorry, but I've read it, but it just cracks me up every time. So it's a fun, like, talking point, I guess. Life at the Zoo, behind the scenes with the animal doctors. Okay, this is more what I want than that other one that I decided to get rid of. Here's another one, Sailing with Noah, stories from the world of zoos. I think I have a theme. Dark bird thoughts, yes. Yes. This I'm keeping, but this Sailing with Noah, who is Noah? Because if they're gonna say like kitschy animal stories, then that's not what I want. But I want like actual good information about the animals. If this is about zookeeping, I also kind of want it. Five elephants with diarrhea. What am I reading? This is interesting me to like come and read more of it. Oh gosh. All right, and then this is called Wild Animals of Forest and Jungle, and look at how old it is. I mean, it's It's very old. I'm going to guess 1920s. I'm not even going to open it all the way because I don't want to mess it up. Oh, this is probably older than that. Oh, it doesn't even say on here. I've had to have found out because this is probably older than 1920s. This is super old. So this is a keepsake. It doesn't have a very, well, the spine's okay. It doesn't have a very pretty spine. Can you buy these old books? No. You like that cover? Yeah, absolutely. If you like animals, who's the world's most famous veterinarian? Probably James Herriot, actually. How many collections do I have? I mean, I have over 2,000 books in almost every category, so I don't know. I gotta figure out how old this is. It smells like old book. I love that. Look at the title page at how old that is. Like, my grandfather bought all these? No, I either found them or bought them myself. A couple books have been handed down, but not many. All right, I gotta look up. How do I find this exactly? Probably just Google it, right? Let me see if I have it already in my spreadsheet. $1904. About 20 years off. 1904. Isn't that awesome? I do have stuff written in the 1800s. Oh yeah, I'm definitely keeping this one. I was just trying to see, like, maybe where I wanted to put it. Oh, that's weird. So, like, the cover's like that, but then the spine is upside down. And if you read the spine, then the cover's upside down. Hey, kitty. Here comes my kitty. I might put this one up top. I don't know. I'll see. Hi, baby. Whatever space I make is a good thing. I have this one. This might be the oldest one I own. It's just called, what is it just called? Popular. Appleton's Popular Series. It's kind of hard to read on the cover. 1845. And I know it's backwards, but I'm going to prove it and show it to you real quick. And maybe you can kind of see at the bottom here, it says 1845. I don't know if it's too washed out or not. Hi, Hamza. I don't have any books that rare. Because I don't, like, I work with a nonprofit, so I give them the more expensive ones, but sometimes, come here, kitty, hold on. So sometimes I see, like, collectors' expensive books, but I don't know that I have anything particularly expensive. I just have 2,000 of them. This is Xavier. He's almost 17 years old. He's the love of my life. And he's very fussy today. And he's stuck to my sweater. Okay. Can you suggest 2 to 3 best books in my collection, which you can download the PDF and read out? Fiction or nonfiction? Be a little more specific. Look at that cute dog. He's basically a dog. I was looking at this to try and... Oh, it's called Moral Tales. According to the cover page. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to, like, crack this open and read it, but... oh, this smells good too. 1845. I think that's the oldest one. I thought I had a version of Les Mis. I do. Oh, it's up there. I was looking for this thing. Hold on, let me move my... I have my my circus crash mat on the floor. Yes. This is a version of Les Miserables, and it is from when the author was alive. Don't call me a liar here. Where's the title page? 1862. That's what the entry thing says. It's kind of in bad shape. I don't know that I want to hold it up necessarily, because I'm kind of cradling it here. But this was around when the author was alive. Right? I'm right, right? Victor Hugo. And I'll get to your question in a second. Yes, he died 1885, and this is from the 1860s. That's just cool to me. I don't know. Can I show the art again on the 1845 book? Sure. So the cover is just nondescript and brown, and the spine, there isn't any. Do I keep any old books encased? No, because like I'm not really a like expensive book collector. I'll try to get this where it doesn't break it, but also so that you can see it. Yeah. That's kind of, I would show you the cover page, but it's kind of, and this is still tied together with thread. It's not glued in there. 2 to 3 best nonfiction. So I know one of them is going to be Furiously Happy by Jenny Lawson. It's a really funny book. I know she has an ebook. That's actually how I first read it. So you can download that one. It's hilarious, and she's got mental illnesses, and she talks about how she like deals with them or doesn't deal with them, and it's hilarious. It's so good. I probably should keep some of these separate, but instead I just show them off at the beginning of that. And then this is putting me on the spot. I don't know. I want to pick a memoir, but I don't know who to pick. It's like, who is my favorite child? I Am Malala is really good. When I read it, it was kind of, sorry, I gotta hike my tights up under my dress. When I read it, it was very relevant still to the wars that were going on in the US. But she was shot in the face for going to school in Pakistan, and she survived, and it didn't stop her. Spoiler alert. But this is the young adult version, but her book is really good. Most of the ones I've read are up there. Diary of Anne Frank is a must read. Hold on, let me look up here for a second. The ones that I read are behind these stacks, so I'm looking. I don't know. I don't know. This is stressing me out. Hold on, let me look at this bookcase. I know, baby. I need a book. I need a book. I don't know. I don't know. I said 2, so I'm just gonna move on because that'll get me all night. I'm trying to like pick the best of all genres of nonfiction. If you narrowed it down even more, I could probably be more specific. Most of what I've read lately is fiction. So like I'm trying to reach for something that's like my favorite, but I don't think I've read it in a while. Let me feed the cat real quick. Sorry. Would you like to be fed? Yes. Let me clean the kitchen. Oh, shoot. Yeah. Do you want to eat? Okay. I'm sorry. I have a lot of like comments to go back to. I read a book about dinosaur fights as a kid. In the book, somehow a velociraptor killed a T-Rex. Oh, I have no idea what that might be. Okay, Cujo got to see the thing. I have heard in earlier days you can see some patterns or designs on the sides, like in the pages. Because like these are pretty ragged, as you can see. It looks like somebody might have scratched a signature or something in there. I can't really see it though. I didn't know that. I'll have to look into that. You're asking about old books, maybe written 18 to 1900? Les Mis, but that's not nonfiction. That is not legal, girl. What? All right, hold on. Let me do the comments in order because Cujo said, I believe it raptors are smart, they say, but I don't know what you were talking about specifically. I will try to think about books written then. You're probably gonna want like, I mean, Dante's Divine Comedy is extremely famous, but it's way older than that. Am I a feminist? Depends what kind of feminist. It's illegal to be that beautiful on YouTube. Thank you. Hi, Queen. Yeah, I know Iran is going through some crazy stuff right now, so hope for freedom for them as well. Is that Harry Potter? No, Harry Potter's upstairs. Nice books. Thanks. What's the oldest book in the world? Probably the Epic of Gilgamesh. Nobody even knows who wrote it. Hi, Deviated. Namaste. Oh, raptor taking down a T-Rex. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much of what I know about dinosaurs is from Jurassic Park or like actual dinosaur stuff. I should get some more dinosaur books. Like it's kind of like an evolving science, like as they find more stuff out. So it's interesting. That's true. I mean, I don't know if cave drawings are a book, but thank you for clarifying what you meant because I was like raptors, like I immediately think hawks and stuff. It's because of Indom. Yeah, I know a lot of it. I do know it's from Indom, but I know he's, the Jurassic Park, Jurassic World expert. Hi, Dixon. My cat is still meowing, and I don't know why. He has been so fussy today, and I snuggled him a lot today. But maybe he just wants to participate. Okay, let me get more done. Okay, this is another Jane Goodall book, and it's staying. Yeah. The tiger. So this is about, it's supposed to be about a town in Asia somewhere where people kept going out and killing tigers. And then one of the tigers seemed to remember who the killers were and like systematically hunted down just the people who were hunting tigers. And I'm like, I have to read this. Of course, I haven't. I have no idea if it's going to be as interesting as the synopsis. This bookmark says Dawn Treader Bookshop. I didn't know this was in here. Ann Arbor, Michigan. That's a great name. That's from the Narnia books. See, I used to go to used bookstores all the time, and I would see all kinds of cool stuff and buy it. But then I got so much access to free books that I would just kind of try to wait for them to come up. And over many, many, many years, I've collected all of these. Thank you for deleting things. I didn't see what it was, but I trust you. Hi, Dixon. Did I say that already? Jennifer started a new job and... No, I'm not going to say that. And we can get rid of that comment, Cujo, if you would like. Do you use the library for free PDFs? Yeah, there are kids that come into the stream. I don't utilize the library nearly as much as I should. But I do have a library card. Anyway, I can't get rid of this yet. I've got 2 about dogs psychology. What the Dog Saw and Other Adventures. Why do I know this author, though? And I feel like I didn't like this author. Oh. I do like this author. All right. And then Inside of a Dog. It's more like dog psychology. That reminds me of... Where is she? So, one of the best books on training animals and understanding animal intelligence is by Temple Grandin. Here's another nonfiction for you if you're interested in animal psychology. Nope, not gonna marry anybody. Yes, I'm into reptiles, absolutely. I've got 5 of them. I think you got it, Cujo. I look familiar? Nice book cabinet. Thanks, Joe. And here's another animal intelligence one. Oh, Temple Grandin happens to be autistic, and that kind of gives her a more authentic, and this is her words, experience of how animals think. She wrote a book called Thinking in Pictures, and then this one's called Animals Make Us Human. Absolutely 100% would recommend. There's some sad stuff in here too, though, especially in the chicken chapter. But because she's autistic, she doesn't have the emotional connection that most people have to animals. So she did a lot of work with slaughterhouses. Even though she loves animals, she wanted to make slaughterhouses more humane so that it wasn't, they weren't aware of what was happening. And it's just a really unique perspective. Oh, and then this one, this is an ARC, advanced reading copy. Are we smart enough to know how smart animals are? I don't know if we're very smart as humans, honestly. What is one of the books that are interesting that I read, fiction or nonfiction? And more. Oh, hi, Tim. I miss you coming in here. But yeah, Temple Grandin is incredible. Baby, what? What do you need? Okay. Let me see what he wants again. Sorry, I'll check the comments in a second. What? What do you need? Can you show me? All right, show me. You still want more food? You have all the foods. You have all the foods. I don't understand. My goodness. He had to have more food right now. Y'all remember when he just, I just went to feed him. Okay. You started to read the Bible lately? Oh, that's a book. The cabinet itself must be antique. This is from my grandmother's house. Yeah, it's a really nice thing. how'd she figure that one out? I mean, autistic people are not necessarily like learning disabled. They can be extremely intelligent, like to like the super degree, and I think she's one of them. Hello, Div. Hi, all of the things. Forhad. Okay. You don't think you could handle going near a slaughterhouse? Yeah, same. So it was a little horrifying reading about the ones that were very inhumane, but she had suggestions to make them more humane, and also like justifying it by how those animals perceive things and understand. I mean, one of the most basic things is to get down to that animal's level, literally, physically, like get on the ground. And there was, I think it was in the pig chapter or something, she noticed that there were these reflections coming off of something that you could only see when you were down at the height of a pig, but the humans couldn't see it. So they were like, why are these pigs freaking out and refusing to go up this chute? It was because of something they were seeing. And it was as simple as that. Some animals are stupid, but that includes humans. No, we're not smarter than animals, in my opinion. Yeah. Oh, hi, Chris. I want to grow up and be like you someday. You're so into books. Hit up those little free libraries, man. Start collecting. What book am I reading recently? I'm reading Project Hail Mary is one of them. I'm kind of in the middle of like 8 different things, technically, I think. But Project Hail Mary is a sci-fi novel by the guy who wrote The Martian, and it's really good. Amar, I would never do that to another human being. Yeah, animals, they're like people. They can be extremely intelligent or they can be extremely silly and kind of dumb. But I hate to call them dumb because it's more just like you can't teach a fish to ride a bicycle. You know, like you have to understand their limits and get in their head, you know, how they think and what they think. And the Temple Grandin books are a great way to do that. I have like 3 or 4 by her, I think. What would I recommend for a first timer? You didn't want to read something 3 inches thick. You wanted something interesting. So, like, give me more of a topic. What are you interested in? It doesn't have to be nonfiction, but like, give me something more streamlined. Hi, Rosie. What book am I talking about? I don't know, I've mentioned a ton by now. I'm trying to keep up on the chat. 6767 kid says 67. What a surprise. Yikes. All right, I'm gonna just bump that one off because I just happened to see it. Exactly. Fish don't have legs. Oh, wait, Double Shark says tripod fish have legs. Typically, you can't teach a fish to ride a bicycle because they don't have legs, among other things. They're also in the water. Any good self-help book from 1800 to 1900? That's a completely different world. So the only, I mean, I've read a lot of fiction from all over, you know, the timeline, but nonfiction, the only things I can think of are like the classics, um, and like philosophy and stuff. But specifically that era, I'm just coming up blank right now. I know I'm gonna kick myself later. When I go to bed tonight, I'm gonna be like, oh, I thought of a book, and then I'm not gonna be streaming anymore. You like wildlife, lions, etc., and true stories. I just pulled out like a million of them like that. Um, do I have any book with home remedies? Kind of, Tim. Not in this cabinet though. What was I just doing? Wait, what was I pulling? Lions. Xavier, you're driving me crazy, kiddo. Okay. This is kind of a classic. It's called Born Free, and it's a famous story about a lioness that was like raised by people, I believe. Okay, you're gonna have to go. Go on. Go. Oh, wait, you fell down. You know what? He looks kind of distended. Let me. What? He just climbed over here. Are you not feeling well? And I hear his tummy. Your tummy's pretty quiet. You look a little bloaty though. Kitty break. We communicate pretty well, but he doesn't take no for an answer very well. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. He's exhausting though. Because once you teach him how to communicate, they will. They will. He will come get me and show me exactly what he needs. Except for when his tummy hurts. I have to notice that. Right? Thank you. He might just want to be held. Let me look at the thing. So Born Free is exactly what you just said, like lions. This whole cabinet is animal books, though. And I just went through a whole bunch that fit that category. So if you go back a bit, how long have I been on here? Over an hour? If you go back like a half an hour, 20 minutes, not now, but later, you'll see a whole bunch of recommendations for that. I'm trying to look at ones that are shorter. I don't know. Start there. Okay. Okay, so the home remedies one, I think I have like in a different area, like what plants you can eat and stuff, or like how to survive in the woods kind of thing. But I don't know if that exactly is what you said. Let me get caught up in the comments. Your favorite book is a classic called The Classic. I've never finished of it, and I can't type right now because I have a cat. You're just finishing up work, but you're still here. Okay, just holler if you need me. You have headphones in. Thank you. Do I have Powerless? I don't think so. That's one on my list, though. I forget exactly what it's about, but I know I have it on my like want to read list. My hairstyle's amazing. Thank you. I just curled my jellyfish strands today. This is inspired by a singer named Aurora. You screenshot it. Great. Great. Hi, Petra. I'm doing okay. Hi, Sohaib. Oh, he's Siamese, Joe. He just walked in the door, literally. So he wasn't a stray, but he got out from somebody's house that was a bad environment for him. Like they took care of him very, very well. But she had a lot of kids and dogs and stuff. He's kind of an introvert. And he ended up literally on our doorstep. That was when he was 8, and he's 16 now. He's such a cuddle bug. It's book from Barco. You're lucky your dog would have bit your nose. Yeah, well, you can't do this with all cats. It's part that I'm an animal trainer, and it's part that just his personality, that he's just the best. Hi, Aladino. God bless you. Oh, thanks. Oh, I hear his tummy now. You don't feel good, do you? He did want my attention. Sometimes that's what he wants. But he'll do this thing where if I, like say I'm sitting in my office, if he sits down and meows at me out of arm's reach, he wants me to follow him, usually to his food bowl, and then that means he wants food. If he sits close enough for me to touch him, he wants attention. Yeah, he knows what he's doing. What do I feed him? I feed him mostly Purina Pro Plan. It was one of the brands that our veterinarian recommended. He has some tummy issues. Hi, Angela. Sorry, I'm not doing book stuff at the moment. Is this parenting? I feel like this is parenting. Cat are the only other known animal on the planet to keep humans for pets. Yeah. Oh, I don't like to think about humans keeping humans. That's awful. You have any books involving great fish and marine life? Yes. Let me see if he will go down. I may have to go give him his meds, but he might settle now. I haven't read this one yet, but it's called The Devil's Teeth, and it's about shark attacks, and I can't wait. I love sharks. Like, they're not trying to kill people, they're trying to eat. So, I'm like the kind of animal lover that wants to go like cage diving with great white sharks, for example. But yeah, The Devil's Teeth by Susan Casey. I'm not giving you my baby. Your tabby princess at 4 months ago. Oh, you lost. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, my hairstyle is very unique. Thank you. Yeah, I curled my jellyfish strands and it's, so I think he went upstairs. Although I didn't hear him do that. I don't know where he went. Oh, he's right here. Are you checking all your rooms? See, he looks better now. Maybe it was just how he was sitting. It can't hurt to give him his meds, though. This one and, stay tuned, because I know there's more that are in here. Give me 2 minutes. Hey, baby boy. Can I give you your medicine? I know you don't like it, but... What a good boy. What a good boy. Yeah, you look a little weird. I'm sorry. Can you open for me? No, can you open? Open. Thank you. Oh, it's okay. It is okay. You are okay. You're okay. All right. Okay, thank you for being so patient with me. Sharks are your favorite. I mean, your name is Double Shark, so except hyenas and bears, you're gonna buy the book. Awesome. We are not here to talk about relationships. I have 3 snakes. I have 5 reptiles. I have a hognose, a corn snake, a rat snake, a bearded dragon, and a red-eared slider turtle. Oh, here's I know you asked about home remedies, but this was upstairs and I'm going to move it down here. How to Stay Alive in the Woods. I haven't read it, but it's like if there was an apocalypse, which sorry, I got my tights again. No, he's howling. He'll settle down though. I think he went upstairs. A complete guide to food, shelter, and self-preservation that makes starvation in the wilderness next to impossible. We've been so close to the apocalypse like several times and kind of at any moment. So I decided I need a book like this and I'll take it with me if whatever. Can you hear him? He makes these awful, awful noises after he runs up the stairs. I don't know why. I think it's just habit, but he sounds like he's dying. I have quite the collection. You have too, but all of them are weird. Animals or books? Where am I? I don't even know where I am. Okay, Wildlife Heroes, 40 leading conservationists and the animals they are committed to saving. So this is about the people that are rescuing animals. That's cool. That's kind of a different take than the other ones where it's like one person talking about rescuing animals. For example, this is Jeff Corwin, Living on the Edge. He used to have a TV show, and I loved it. I've read this, and it's kind of like a collection of different kinds of animals from different places that he talks about going to. So both of those are staying. Oh my goodness. This shelf looks emptier, but that's just because most of them I moved down here temporarily. I got rid of 2. I'm going to move these 2. And then I have 5 maybes, 4 maybes. Not doing so good here. Les Mis is going to go back up here. I'm just going to pile them up because I don't know what else to do right now. I'm not going to organize them. I'm just going to go through them. Kind of got off track a little bit. Were there any other sea creature ones? I have a lot of like whale and dolphin books, but I don't even think I've gotten to them yet. This one had orcas on it, living by the water. I don't know if this is more like spiritual or nature oriented though. Samuel says the content you produce is truly rare. I don't know about that. The rest are just playing around like crazy on YouTube. My God, I wasn't rolling my eyes at you. I was rolling my eyes at the next comment that I'm going to hide. I guess maybe YouTube boosted us and now we have weirdos coming in. When I watched the documentary Melania, If I Was Given a Free Ticket, they could not pay me to sit through that movie. And they are paying people, apparently. There's a theater that's giving people $50. I saw it on Facebook. I can't verify it. But they had like an actual ad that they were paying people to go see it. Anyway, okay, I gotta try to stay on track here. Okay. The top row is mostly Bill Bryson, who does have some nature-related books. And then I have another Temple Grandin up there, and I have a bunch of Jerry Durrell, who wrote a whole bunch of funny books about going around the world and trying to collect animals for a zoo. This was like pre-1980s or so, I think. So it's not something that would take place now, but he's just such a great personality. I'm going to move my Oriole nest. This is a nest of an Oriole. I'm going to show it again. They wove this into this branch out of horsehair and like other stuff from the barn. Isn't that the coolest thing? I love that. What's the one that I read? For example, here's one of the Jerry Durrell ones. None of these are leaving my collection. It's called A Zoo in My Luggage, because he was literally putting like animals in his luggage to come back to, where was he from? England somewhere? He was born in India, returned to England, and then I think they moved somewhere else, but he's been all over Africa to get animals for the zoo, and it's just really interesting and funny. So this fits a couple people that asked me for books too. This would fit the recommendation. Basically anything by him. The content I produce on my other channel is also rare because I made a tutorial on how to make a rare steak. Okay. Have I read The Monk? I have not. I don't even know if I have that one. That is one that I'm looking for. Suggest me a novel if I have any. Yeah, I have a few. Probably at least 1,000 upstairs. I mean, it's yeah. What kind of books do you like? It's a little squished, this nest, but it's a basket here. It's an Oriole. Just a few thousand books. Yeah, just a few. Hi, Addison. Yay, Addison loves books. I'm going through my animal books. I have a lot. Here's just a cat book. I think people get me these, but this has all the different breeds and stuff. Let me find my baby in here. A lot of cats can be Siamese. It's called seal point is that classic kind of coloration. I think this fits perfectly here, like in the side, and then I can see the cover, so I think that's why I'm gonna keep it. These two aren't leaving, they're just gonna go somewhere else. Guys, I haven't even gotten through 3 of the 4 shelves yet. Oh, yeah. So pretty, thank you. You love books, you love mysteries. Yeah, I read the new Dan Brown book. I know that's more of a thriller. And I liked it up until the very end, and then I was really upset about it. Can I do a backflip? No. How much do I read? I read 58 books last year, combination of audio, Kindle, and physical book. Hi, funny. I look different. I'm wearing a dress, and I'm standing up for once, and I curled my jellyfish strands. I'm looking at my animal books, and it's taking forever because I like chatting with people. What's the occasion? I wanted motivation to do stuff today because the government shut down and I have off again. And well, when it shut down before, I still had to go into work, and I was literally just reading, like, a lot. Now, though, we don't have to go into work. It's hopefully going to be short this time. But I got a lot done today, and when I started to, like, lose motivation, I just did my makeup and dressed up. What is the difference between reading and listening? Books don't make noise. So can a book do a backflip? Of course it can. I'm going to try to pick a small one so that it doesn't hurt anybody. Let's do the How to Stay Alive in the Woods. We're going to do a backflip. Ready? Yes, a book can do a backflip. And that's going on the that's going on the list for today's stream. This was a surprise stream because I had off today. You're subscribed and you're going to look for that book, Born Free. Great, yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you, Neuro. The mind does make noise. I get what you're saying. And this part is known as Books Don't Cry Like a Baby. Wait, what? Am I from the USA? Yes. Hi, Roy. Your prepared towel for sizzling beach holidays. Wait, is someone here? Someone was here earlier who was they were in the live where we were trying to decide which book to read, and then I ended up in the end not reading either of them. Book bomb. Hi from Germany. Hello. Get him, Mod. Hi, May. I need to do book stuff. That's what I'm here for. Here we go into my whale thing. This is called Smarter Than Man: Intelligence in Whales, Dolphins, and Humans. It's very out of date, but I did read it, and it has a lot of like good points in it. This also smells really good. Now I remember why I kept this for real. Oh, I found out winning squirrels. I'm gonna get to it in a second. Listening to whales, what the orcas have taught us, and then a gray whale's mysterious journey. This is called Sightings. I have not read these. Except for this one. I did read that one. Of Orcas and Men, What Killer Whales Can Teach Us. Whale Tales, Human Interaction with Whales. I think we found the whale section. Except this is about bats. I think I read this, actually. I don't have many books about bats, so I'm keeping that. A Buffalo in the House. A true story of a man and animal in the American West. I'm a sucker for this kind of book, especially if it's a weird species. This is technically a bison. But, you know. Oh, Cloud Atlas. Did I read that one? I always confuse it with, I read Bone Clocks by that author. I have Cloud Atlas and I want to read more from that author. Hi from India, hello. One of my favorite books is Follow the Rabbit Proof Fence. I've never heard of that. No, I still add books. You're actually sitting on some of them right now to raise the camera up. Yeah. Hold on, I'm behind. I don't sell my books, though. I give them to a nonprofit to sell if I find a good one. You read the universe itself. Oh, okay. William the Whale or Wendy the Whale? I love whales. Orcas are my favorite animal, like, of all time. If I had to pick one. If I had to pick just one. I don't have an Instagram account for this. No, I don't. Bone Clocks is also really good. So Bunker says, I had a traumatic experience. The worst thing is nobody believes me and laugh in my face. What happened to me is not funny and nobody should go through it. So I don't necessarily want you to have to say what happened, but if people aren't believing you, keep telling other people until somebody believes you. I don't know if you're being serious or not. I can't tell. I'm just on the internet, but there's a problem in this world with people not believing survivors, but some of us do and will. So keep going. And I agree. People should not have to go through traumatic things, but sometimes it happens. Oh God, I didn't read your next comment, Bunker. Maybe that'll help somebody else. Whale, whale, whale. Yeah, David Mitchell is good. I loved Slade House. I want that to be made into a movie so bad. I could like see it happening in my mind. Have you read that one? Do I have a list of the whale books? I mean, I keep a spreadsheet of all my books and I'm on Goodreads. I'm the Lady Anna on Goodreads. So you can literally see like everything in my collection listed there. Yeah, I see that he's trolling now, but that's really not funny. Hi, Doot. What is the difference between paper reading and digital reading? The smell. These books sound so interesting. Thank you. They're all. What did I just say? Those were weird sounds. I picked all of them for a specific reason. Like I knew that I would be interested in them at some point, but I haven't read them all. Obviously. I tend to put ones on the bottom if I've read them already. So this is that famous one called Outwitting Squirrels. It's like a funny book about like how to keep them off of your bird feeder and stuff. So they go together. This one in the maybe pile. This was like the famous one, and then he wrote like a companion one to it. But it said poisonous snakes, and I just can't. I can't. So I'm keeping it in the maybe. I've only gotten rid of 2 books. This is not okay. Coyote Seeking the Hunter in Our Midst. So I don't think I have other books about coyotes. However, I did read this. I underlined it though. I'm gonna put it as to go because I don't need to keep that anymore. This is the most famous African. No, this isn't the most famous one. This is Cosmo the African Grey. Alex the African Grey is probably the most famous one. But I did read this one too. Why don't I remember as much about it? Yeah, living with an African gray parrot or any of the parrots is like having a child that never grows up. Sorry, I have hair in my mouth. Yay, you're gonna list the books about whales. Do you want me to go over them slower? I'm sorry. Um, there's gonna be more. Where did I put them? Right, this is the buffalo thing. Oh gosh, I just saw what was coming up. Oh, this is what I did. Other than the whales, I alphabetized by animal because I had so many. Whale Tales by Peter Fromm, Fromm. Of Orcas and Men. Sightings, The Gray Whale's Mysterious Journey. And this, I don't know if they eventually sold this or not. It says Bound Galley, not for sale. This is probably like the advanced reading copy. It's called Listening to Whales. I know it's backwards, but maybe you can screenshot it and still get that. I have to go see the orcas out in the Pacific Northwest so bad. Oh, Slade House, you read it, yes. Going up the stairs with the paintings. Do you know which scene I'm talking about? Oh my god. It's so good. Yeah, it was really well written and also so atmospheric and creepy. Absolutely. I loved it. I don't really write, no. Did you read Watership Down? Yes, I did. It's fantastic. You have to get used to the language, the rabbit language, though. I was surprised how deep some of the topics of the book are. Absolutely. The allegories to real life society. Yeah, absolutely. It's like a very extended version of Animal Farm, only just with rabbits. Cockatoo birds have human-like screaming fits. Yeah, they're one of the loudest. Sorry, I'm like jumpy and I keep hearing like noises. I think one of them was a delivery truck though. Oh, thank you for subscribing. Yeah, I'm art and animals, and the art part has been a lot of book stuff lately. I know they're flipped. Amon, I'm so sorry. I can't fix it, like, just to go live. How I define book? I'm not sure what you mean, honestly. Oh, where did Double Shark go? What a fish knows, the inner lives of our underwater cousins. Notice I'm also like in love with books that's like from the like about one specific type of animal. It's so interesting to see these all together. That one can go next to the whale one. These are just kind of you and your cat, you and your dog. Like, I just felt like I should have them. They do have some of the species, but they also have some of the anatomy and is it species or breeds? Because they can interbreed. So it's breeds, I think. Oh, there is a delivery, I think. I'll wait a minute so we can take a picture. What the heck? They're kind of like little textbooks on cats and dogs. Okay. I need a minute to talk about this book because this is real life horror story here. Define refractive index? I'm not sure, but maybe somebody in the chat can help you. Hi, Clash. What is the relation of mind and book? So many things. Do I have anything on the deep ocean? Bioluminescent fish or Mariana Trench? I don't think so. I have some like I have a whole set of Jacques Cousteau books. They're over there. That's why I'm looking over there. That might have that in it. And I have like some like kind of coffee table type books that might have some stuff in it. I don't think I have anything behind me here. Hi, Potion. You're back. Bioluminescent fish just are so fascinating. God, there's still so much I want to learn about and read. What's my specialization? I don't know. I'm an animal trader and a reader. Oh, it's okay, funny. The missus needs chicken legs. Okay. Rushing to the stores. I'm very interested in biology. All of these are animal books behind me, except maybe a couple plant books. And I'm going through them, but I'm not doing very well with decluttering them. Purple Potion Master, did you ever give us a name to call you by? I don't want you to say it if you're not comfortable. Okay. Thank you for stopping by. Funny. Oh, you might want to come back and check out the story here. So, Timothy Treadwell is a famous biologist or naturalist. I don't know what he called himself, but he was kind of known for being a like almost too reckless with his research into bears, and he would get dropped off by plane. I think it was an island. Was it in Alaska? He would camp out where there were grizzly bears. And he probably knew more about them, and specifically that group of bears, than anybody on the planet. And he knew them, like he had names for them, like he could get pretty close proximity to them. But he is also the reason why bears absolutely terrify me, because one of them that he knew showed up to his campsite and ate him and his girlfriend. And it was recorded. It was recorded. They ate him. I'm terrified of bears, okay? And Timothy Treadwell is the reason. They never officially released the audio recording, but I'm sure it's out there, honestly. I think there was a movie made about him, and then like I watched a documentary about him. I don't know if I actually read his book now that I'm thinking about it. But I'd like to if I haven't read it yet. But oh my gosh, that story. Yes, Grizzly Man was what the documentary was called. I think it says it actually on the front here. Have I read Origin of the Species? I have not, but I have it over here. You know that story too? Yeah. Yeah. I think I did hear it, but I can't verify that it was like real. I don't know, because when they made the documentary about it, they hadn't released it just kind of out of like respect for, their deaths. I don't think I could have handled even a fake version of that earlier in my life, but now I'm a true crime freak. But Timothy Treadwell, man, research that story if you want some crazy stuff. Gorillas in the Mist is another famous one, Diane Fossey. It's another Jane Goodall. The 10 Trusts. None of the Jane Goodall ones are going anywhere. A Bearded Dragon Manual. Relevant. Don't know how accurate this one is. I read another one that was kind of not really up to date anymore, and I got rid of it, but that one I'm going to hold on to. Orangutans. Great apes fascinate me. I'm also terrified of them as well. Talk about eating their owners. But I digress. Bears are too deadly. Yeah. I like them from a distance. I will never camp in the wilderness with them, though. Holy crap. I'm not going to respond to that. I need to read Origin of the Species. I do need to read Origin of the Species. Why do I read? Because I love the stories and the escapism and learning. All right. Let's quickly go through which species care guides I need. You can just look stuff up on YouTube these days. Aquatic turtles have one. Corn snakes, how am I going to do this? Because these are like backwards. Corn snakes have one, keeping it. Ball pythons don't have one right now, but I have in the past, and it's a snake, so I'll probably keep that. Nile monitors, will I ever have one? Possibly. if I ever get a space big enough for these guys. However, this is probably pretty out of date. I don't care. I'm keeping it. Guinea pigs. This looks out of date. I think I'm going to get rid of that. Holy crap, it's so hard to get rid of a book about guinea pigs. Iguanas, I would love to get another iguana someday. African clawed frogs, very interesting that they have a whole book about just that species, but is it possible I get one day? Absolutely. Yup. Okay. Ooh. This I can get rid of actually. This is called An Acorn for Emily. It's just like a kind of inspiring squirrel story. You do not want a squirrel as a pet. End of story there. Free and Keiko. Oh, I don't remember. I think a couple people wanted. Sorry, I just had like 10 thoughts at once. This is obviously a very famous whale. This is the Free Willy whale, and they actually tried to free him, but it kind of hit me right in the childhood, like in a bad way, because it didn't go great. And there's a reason why they haven't tried to free the other orcas in captivity. But the Free Willy whale, that was my teenage years in a nutshell, and the reason why I love orcas, probably. Yeah, so I'm keeping it. And this is H's for Hawk. This is technically a memoir, but it's a lady who is a falconer, and she gets it right in there. So it's a good book. Nile Monitor would be cool to see. Yeah, I want a black is it Black Dragon? I don't remember now. I watch a lot of people in Florida on YouTube that have them, and they're amazing. Thanks, Muscle Man. Hi, the real Nankai. Orangutans, yes. I'm skipping some of them, sorry. Which book is the oldest? Probably Epic of Gilgamesh. Nobody even knows who wrote it. I did take courses in college. I started with biology. Do a metal scream, please? I'm intrigued. Explain why. Because that's probably going to annoy everybody else. No thanks. The Blackfish documentary, I know. I don't think I've watched the whole thing because I think it's a bit biased, honestly, from what I remember. Does that mean it's completely inaccurate? No, but I kind of am scared to watch it all the way. What happened to my hairs? I curled the front. That's all. I just had them braided last time you were here, I think. What am I reading? I'm going through books right now. I've actually read both of these. Hi, Jerry. I'm reading the latest one that I read today it's a sci-fi called oh my god. All I can think of is The Martian, which is his other book. It's called Project Hail Mary. It's like a sci-fi kind of a mystery-ish. It's really cool. No thanks. Okay, normally I wouldn't read these Romeos in the chat here. That's what Funny gave me the vocabulary to call them. But this one is funny. God took his time making you. I look like I was made during a 30-second challenge. I'm sorry, that just made me laugh. I have read some graphic novels. Yeah, I'm not heavy into it. I don't know a whole lot of like the manga stuff, but I have read some. I read some Cowboy Bebop ones that weren't great. I think the series is better. And then I read a version of The Hedge Knight, which is being made into the show, the Game of Thrones show, Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. It's on like now. They're in the middle of the season. And they had like a graphic novel of the first novella. And that was cool. Oh, Funny's back. Did you get your chicken? Yeah, I'm getting proposals. I'm getting all kinds of fun fun stuff. Cowboy Bebop is the best. I love it. Yeah, we've got some. Some of them are harmless though, so it's okay. Anyway. Oh gosh. No! Oh, things are falling down. Things are falling down. I'm trying to get the ones in the phone. All right. Basically, I need all of the things. Why were these stacked up? Why are they backwards? I feel like I put them backwards. This is another old one. Audubon's Birds of America. Is this all the Audubon? Yeah, this is all the famous original bird paintings before we could take pictures of them and print them in here. So this is like, Audubon was like the original like bird identification book stuff. We settled on no chicken. Nobody's going out about 10 degrees. Oh, goodness. We're getting a very warm 40 degrees tomorrow. Yeah, I'm hoping some of the ice will melt. I might put this one up top, actually. Okay. Swimming chickens. This cracked me up so much. But I reread it. And I was kind of put off a little bit by it. I think it's just a little bit of it is out of date now. Like the things he calls certain types of people and stuff, but it's still hilarious. I'm trying to get you a good quote because some of them I literally starred. I think these were essays in a magazine or newspaper or something. They're not great. Okay, here's a perfect one. The mass extinction of the dinosaurs some 13 million years ago continues to be a mystery, attributable in part to poor record keeping at the time. I love it. I'm keeping it. I have good memories of it. Do I frequently clean the dusts over my books? It depends where they are. These are probably very dusty right now. But the others, I try to wipe it down. I'm not great about it. 10-degree weather for chicken legs. It's not worth it. And we have a quote. We have a quote. Oh, I forgot that I took these out. These are not in order anymore. The chicken may have lost its legs, but you're not wearing another layer. Did I misread what you wrote? 10-degree weather for chicken legs, not worth it. I think I don't know. It's suitable because we're talking about animal books. Sorry, I have to talk then read comments. I can't do both. Hi, I can't say your name right, I'm sure. Chiadozi? Oh, wait, Cujo said that. Not funny. 73? Oh, I'm so jealous. What is that book? The Swimming Chickens one? The funny one? Or did you mean something else? It's called Swimming Chickens by Colin McEnroe. Oop. Hold on. Yeah, Colin McEnroe. Hello, stepmother. Okay. Oh, you're in Arizona. Okay. Is that the one you wanted, Em? Do you know that chicken are the distant descendants of dinosaurs? Yeah, we were talking about that earlier in the stream, actually. Or was it yesterday? Now I can't remember. My feet hurt standing here this whole time. I could have gone through this on my own very fast, but whatever. I want to be on the stream. What is my battery percentage? Quick, tell me your battery percentage. We're going to have a battle of the battery. Mine's at 56%. I'm sure someone's gonna win. You had a day at 116 degrees. My goodness. I wouldn't even be mad. Like, this is miserable right now. I have not visited India. Horror books. I don't read horror very often. I just read a book called When the Wolf Comes Home. And it's kind of like Stranger Things, but without the upside down. And it definitely got some like slasher moments, but it was really good. I listened to it through audio. Okay, where am I here? Alright, I gotta go a little faster. You're in Ireland. So I'm art and animals. Today is an art live stream about books that I'm going through. Am I a millennial? I don't even know. I'm 44 years old. Oh, Florida's heat is worse. Yeah, when I went out to Arizona, I actually loved it. Yes, I've heard of Albert Camus, and I have read The Stranger? It was depressing, but I mean, what do you expect? If dinosaurs were around, would you have had crispy, creamy dino wings with Cajun rub for $14.99 in selected stores? I don't think I've ever eaten a reptile, but dinosaurs were kind of like birds, and I've eaten plenty of birds. So I feel like I would eat dinosaur meat, as long as it was humanely collected. 92%. Oh. Yes, see, knows what it is. Dino wings from Costco. Sorry, I said that really loud. I am a millennial? Okay, yeah, I'm a millennial then. Okay, real quick. I just saw the title of this one's Cry of the Kalahari. I read something about the Kalahari Desert, and I've been fascinated with it ever since. So this is not going anywhere. Plants don't do what you tell them to. Eagles have bad breath. Butterflies and other birds. Yes, that's wrong. That's the point. I don't remember where I got these. Are they? Oh, I got them at the nonprofit. I don't know why I haven't read these little things yet. I don't even know if they count as books because they're very tiny, but they're hilarious, and I have to keep them. Can you suggest best books for rewiring our brain? There's a book called Think on These Things. The last name of the philosopher is Krishnamurti, although that's probably an American thing, I think we discovered. So it might have different spellings, but that definitely rewired my brain. The other one is called Ishmael by Daniel Quinn. The Clever Cat Trick book. Going on a completely different path. I think these were things I might try with my cat, but probably not. I'm going to put this in maybe because the stuff that I've taught him has kind of come from the environment of like what he wants and does. African Gray Parrot Handbook. Am I ever going to have an African Gray? Absolutely not. That is way too much responsibility. Also, I'm probably too old at this point, but I'm going to keep a book about them. Oh. Okay. I got to get all my African Gray stuff together. Journey of the Pink Dolphins. This is a very rare species of dolphin that lives in freshwater. It's a river dolphin. Oh, I thought this was over in China. This is the Amazon. Cy Montgomery. That sounds so familiar, and not from this book. I mean, obviously, whales and stuff are my favorite thing ever, and dolphins, you know, also. Orcas are technically dolphins, actually. McDino wings. Krishnamurti. Now I'm confused. So like Krishnamurti? I can't do it. Like Arti Krishnamurti? Is it 2 syllables? Muar? Who is Ishmael? Ishmael is the name of the book that I was recommending. By Daniel Quinn is the author. Ishmael is a talking gorilla, but it's a front for the philosophy that he's kind of passing on. It's a strange book, but it's worth it if you like that kind of stuff. Barbecue Dino Wings life finds a way. Where is Indom? Yeah, plenty of people eat reptiles. I mean, snapping turtle soup is like a thing, but I don't know that I would want to eat it. Top 3 marine mammals. Can I just say whales? I mean, orcas are my absolute favorite. But I think cetaceans I'll go with, which is whales, dolphins, porpoises are the top one. Sharks are not marine mammals, so that doesn't count. And neither are sea turtles. Whales, dolphins, porpoises. Let's just do that. I have a very positive vibe. Thank you. Nautilus. I think I know what that is. Gulper eels and octopus. You've heard of these dolphins. Yeah, I'm still holding this book, aren't I? Pink dolphins. Common in East Asia. Yeah, there's some very small populations all throughout the world that actually live in rivers, and they've kind of evolved to be almost blind. Like I know, cetaceans in general use echolocation, but they're having issues. Oh no, wait, I got that a little bit messed up. There's a couple different versions of this, but because the waters are becoming dirtier, they're not able to like hear each other and see each other. So they're evolving like smaller and smaller eyes, and they're dying out because now the rivers are very noisy as well. So they're having a rough time. But I think it's fascinating. Common in East Asia, especially Iran, Afghanistan Peninsula, also in Pakistan. Yeah, there's a lot of dolphin slaughter still going on. Hey, Garcy? The ring light is like seeping into my eyeballs, like in a bad way. So it's like I can't see all of your things. Gulped eel is the logo for the Monterey Bay Research Institute. I want to go to the Monterey Bay Aquarium really badly. Gulper eel. I think I know it. I think, oh, the pelican eel. I wasn't going to look it up because I'm holding stuff, but now I have to. My feet hurt from standing. I usually sit for these. Whoa! Oh, I know what you. Okay, I remember that. That eel. That's crazy looking. Oh my. Okay. Reading Funny's comment. Yeah, I don't want to know. You literally have a free zoo. Love you vibe. Thanks. So yeah, this I don't know. And there's another elephant one. Elephant Destiny. Biography of a Species in Africa. I can't get rid of them, guys. I can't do it. I can't do it. I am going to rearrange these at some point by species. When I was a turkey. I haven't had anything about turkeys yet. Hummingbirds for kids. Yeah, this is very bare bones. I think I can get rid of that and donate it where somebody else is going to do it. Return of the Osprey. Bird of prey not used in falconry, but I have to keep a book about ospreys. Alex and Me. This is the very famous, like the most famous African gray parrot. There's a whole bunch more now. This is about rats. I'm keeping it. A friend of mine keeps rats as pets. I actually raised some from babies to return to the wild. That was mostly because my nephew was interested in it, and we my neighbor found 13 rat babies, like pinky babies. I didn't know their story, so I didn't want to just feed them to the snakes. I did feed a couple to Charlie, I think, that just died after a few days. But out of the 13, we only successfully raised one, which is actually better odds than it usually is because they have very teeny tiny little mouths. Yeah. Anyway, where can I find pink dolphins? You know what? Where is this even? Where is this about? You know what I mean? I think this is in the Amazon. Yeah. So Brazil. The paradise comes with scratches and occasional snake bites and lots of poop. So much poop. Most animal jobs and hobbies are poop. At least 50% poop. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Amazon and Orinoco. Yep. Okay, so you guys know. This is just called Owl, and the subtitle is The Size of a Beer Can, the Personality of a Bank President, Adopted and Raised. I don't imagine this is going to be much useful information, but I do want to get an owl on my falconry license at some point. And then I think we've reached the bird section. Raptor, A Journey Through Birds, A Wing in the Door, Life with a Red-Tailed Hawk. I could have written this, for goodness sakes. But I have a derpy red-tailed hawk, so I might learn something. I mean, basically, any of my falconry books aren't going anywhere. Such as this one, The Peregrine Falcon. Keep. Oh, there's another Cy Montgomery. He's the one that wrote the Pink Dolphins book. Birdology. Yep. The Birds of Pandemonium. Life Among the Exotic and Endangered. Keep. Budgies. I don't know if I'm ever going to get anything parrot-like. This is probably out of date, but I don't know much about specifically budgies. Guys, this is bad. I can't get rid of anything. I've got another budgies one down here, and then a peregrine one. Let me see this budgies book, because maybe I don't need both of them. Obviously, I'm keeping the peregrine one. And then we're almost through that shelf. This is probably more up to date. I'm going to get rid of this one. Woohoo! In favor of that one. This one I wasn't getting rid of anyway. All right. Bird Care. My parrot, my friend. Why does my bird do that? Of parrots and people, fly away. These two stay. This one, yep, this one's staying. It's all different kinds of parrots. These two, let's see if I need both of them. Need. 50% poop. Yeah, it's for real. Proportional poopism. If pet stores were honest, this comes with 50% poop. I can't quote that at the bottom of the stream, though. I gotta catch up and put the quotes on the streams. But I can't put that this stream is 50% poop. What's my favorite music genre? I mean, classical and jazz are kind of my, like, favorite, but as far as, like, pop music goes, I don't know, my top 3 artists right now are Aurora, Coldplay, and Dodie, so probably, like, more indie kind of singer-songwriter. Coldplay's its own thing. Buy one, get free poop. Absolutely. All right, of parrots and people, the sometimes funny, always fascinating, and often catastrophic collision of two intelligent species. So keep, because it's not just like how to take care of parrots, it's like this is what to expect. There's a lot of bitten stuff. All right, Fly Away, how a wild bird rehabber sought adventure and found her wings. I mean, I'm a rehabber. Not licensed anymore, but once you've done it, you always do it. See, if this is going to be like a cheesy life story, though, I don't know that I want to read it. It's also very small font in here. This would take a while. Oof, I'm going to put it in maybe. I can't commit. All right, I'm going to get this Amazon thing in. I completely forgot about it. Yep. Okay. Thank you for being so patient. Oh my god, I've been standing here a long time. Okay. Bye, Purple Potion Master. Thank you for coming back again. That's your marriage. Sometimes funny, often catastrophic of two intelligent people. Got you. And that's this shelf. All right. I mean, that went a little better. I don't know. Most of these are very small. So, like, I'm looking at the maybes, though, and I think at least 2 or 3 of them are gonna go. Look, there's, like, some space here now. Goodness. I don't even know if I should keep going. I don't know. Do you guys want to see more animal books? Because I might, I don't know. This is a lot of like textbooks and stuff, and I don't really know. Yeah, I have to keep going because I already see some stuff that I can probably get rid of. The Quaker parrot, I did take care of a Quaker parrot for a while. Parrots, hand feeding, and nursery management. Clearly, I was thinking about maybe getting a parrot again. This is relevant because I could see myself getting, like, someone bringing me a baby and wanting me to do something with it. Canaries. I wouldn't mind getting, like, not screamy birds. This is very old. Yeah, this is very old. This is... Does it even have a cover page? It says up to date on the back, but what date? I look like a librarian from a 1700s German village. Just says he looks like a Swedish meatball. Should I keep a very old book about canaries? I think I took it because it's so specific. This is very old. I don't even really want to donate that because it's probably all out of date. I have one on lovebirds, raising pigs successfully. I do want to get a pig someday, and I want to harness train it. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is about slaughtering them, though. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm not going to slaughter pigs. Teacup pigs or micro pigs. That doesn't exist. The smallest pig you're going to get is going to grow to like 100 pounds. Okay, so they're not actually the size of a teacup. I want to see if this admits that they will not remain in a teacup for their entire life, and you should be prepared for your pig to get bigger. Why? See, maybe I should stop, because I'm looking at a book about pigs and I'm like, but what if I need it? It does say that most people advertise for micro pigs and then you end up with a 200-pound pig in your home. Yes. Hogs can get like 400 pounds. Like, think of the size of a 400-pound human and make it a pig. What? This says when you have a pet pig, one thing you will want to do is take him or her for a walk. Unfortunately, it is not as simple as putting a leash on and heading out. Pigs need to have special licenses to be walked anywhere off of their property. What? I don't think that's true everywhere. I'm going to get rid of this one. I kind of... Oh, gosh. Yeah, it's not accurate. Put the pig on the Atkins diet. Bacon speed. Successfully. You guys are awesome. 400-pound humans eat those 400-pound pigs. Absolutely. And this one's lovebirds. Am I ever gonna get a lovebird? No, but like I'm the bird person. I don't think I need that one. I'm gonna keep the... Oh, did I even go through these? Yeah, I did. Quaker parrot, hand feeding babies, and then this is eclectus parrots. All of these are different kinds and probably have different care. This is more up to date, but I don't even think I've ever seen an eclectus. See, I'm like, I want this in my brain to like learn the differences, but I don't need to keep an eclectus parrot hand guide. Ugh. Okay. I'm gonna put these two up here because they're bird books. Let's go together. Oh, goodness gracious. There's books everywhere, guys. Like all over the floor, under the laptop, under the tripod. I don't need it. Okay. You aren't a Rapunzel-like bird person. You are more like an Astrid kind of bird person. The only Astrid I can think of is Jan's daughter in The Office, and I don't think that's what you mean. I don't sing to them, I fly them. Yeah. Very true. Yeah, I'm starting to like go a little brain dead, so I think I'm gonna stop. I need to like put these piles somewhere else. I definitely have some space here now. I mean, this is falling over. That's exciting. But I still have this whole top thing up here, and I do want to get those on camera because there's some really good books up there. This is all my like field guide stuff. I have one about coins for some reason in my bird pile. I don't know why. Oh, I have like herbs, and here's one of the herb ones I recommend. Kuja, was it you who asked me about like home remedies and stuff? This is Pocket Guide to Herbs. This is a good one for like recognizing edible stuff. Oh, Astrid from How to Train Your Dragon. Okay. I knew that there was something else. Oh, you did. Okay. Love home remedy and herbs. So this is one that's been helpful for me. The Pocket Guide to Herbs. Yeah, is it a Peterson's guide? No, it's not. Yeah, that's the title page. I don't know if this is kind of what you were talking about, but I do enjoy that. That one. Okay. Oh my goodness. I don't even. Is this all Jerry Durrell? Let me just peek. Oh no, there's other stuff over there too. All right. And then that's all Bill Bryson. All right, I'll talk about one Bill Bryson, and then I'm gonna go. So this is Walk in the Woods. This is Bill Bryson's attempt to walk the Appalachian Trail. He's really funny, and he like talks about this trail and like how they had to camp and live and stuff about it that's just really fascinating. He kind of just goes all over the world and like writes books about fascinating stuff. He has a really famous one about Australia too, but this is probably his most famous, and it's more like nature related, so I guess it belongs in here. Yes, that's what you were talking about. Okay, great. The Coin in a Bird Pile story of books taking over my house. That's quotable. Do I have a P.O. box? I don't. I'm not that big a channel yet. Hey, Indom. Oh gosh, what were we talking about earlier when I was like, where's Indom? Was it about a raptor taking down a T-Rex or something? You want to send me a book? Well, just tell me what it is, and maybe I can find it. I would love to get book mail, but I don't have enough justification for a P.O. box yet. Were there more Romeos? The book is called Romeos? I'm confused. Something came up about dinosaurs. Oh, and here's where the conversation went. It wasn't why I was like, oh, where's Indom when you need him? But we were talking about if there was like harvestable dinosaur meat, would you eat it? Have I read It Ends With Us? I've heard of that. Let me see. Colleen Hoover. It's a romance. I have not read it. If there was harvestable dino meat, I'd send it to the lab. Too valuable. I mean, but if they were like cows or something nowadays, like what would you? And then something came up about it, and I was saying like I don't really have many books that are like up to date about dinosaurs. I have one that's just called Fossils over there. These two bookshelves kind of, I wish they were next to each other, but I don't have enough room back there to put all my biographies. Oh, let me see if there's any other like species guides, because those might be easy to get rid of. Because I think there's more down here. There are. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, there's a lot more books down here. Raising Chickens for Dummies. Like, I'm not even kidding right now. Wait, what is this? Why? I didn't even know this was down here. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Oh my goodness. Guys, seriously. There's like stuff for the garden too, but bro, I didn't think there were that many down there. My attire reminds you of medieval Europe for some reason. Maybe it's the curls. Oh, the book is some ancient Indic philosophy? Yes, please tell me. If there's a harvestable dino meat that's going to grow with Cajun rub. It'd probably be too spicy for me. I'm a lightweight when it comes to that. Outfit link? What? No. Oh, you're leaving? I wanted to remember what we were talking about, but you'll have to watch this back because there's a spot where I was like, oh, I wish Indom were here, but I can't remember exactly what it was. What kind of books do I usually read? All of them. I have a 2,000 in here. These are all nonfiction, I think, and then I have fiction upstairs. Woo, I'm not alone. Okay. Hello, Auntie. Hello. All right. Just these species guides. Sorry, these species guides. And then I'm going. My gaming channel with the timestamp, and I'll look. Okay. Something about a raptor killing a T-Rex. Yeah, I do remember that, but I don't remember. You said, somebody said raptors were smart enough to kill T-Rexes, but I didn't know. Oh, that's what it was. That's what it was. I was like, I don't know if what I'm thinking of for these species of dinosaurs is from Jurassic Park and possibly inaccurate, or actual facts about dinosaurs. I don't even know if raptors were like as big as they are in Jurassic Park. I can't remember. Gerbils, I'm not going to get a gerbil. Too much space, too much maintenance, too much. Yeah, they need a lot of care. You've always wanted to be a bookworm. Just start, man. Just start. Okay, Indom says, wait, both ways? Rex would destroy the raptors. Okay. Yeah, aren't they smaller than they look in Jurassic Park? Good fiction, which is not very long. Why did all of the long books that I read just come into my head? Oh crap, I don't. Fiction that's not very long. Give me another topic. I don't know. For that, because Gerbil's like a Kardashian. Too much space, too much maintenance. Okay, so Indom says that absolutely could not happen. Unless there's like 2,000 raptors. Yep, that's it. That's the book. No, I couldn't remember if they were. Aren't they 6 feet tall in Jurassic Park too? I thought they were smaller. Tell me my favorite fiction? That's just as bad. I can't think of it. Oh my gosh, I have 1,000 of them upstairs, literally. Jane Eyre is one of my favorite fiction. That's probably like medium length though. It's a classic. And I loved Hunchback of Notre Dame, but if you're looking for something short, that's not it either. I have to look at my list. I think I'm just tired. I have to look at my list. I will find a fiction book that is short. I will find it. I have 60 books on the best of the best list. Let's see if any of them were short. Probably not. Oh, We Have Always Lived in the Castle is kind of short. It's like a creepy, symbolic book about a neurodivergent girl and her sister, and it's I don't know what else to say about it that I haven't said already. See, a lot of these are like niche books. The Little Prince is short, but it's very sad. The Boy in the Striped Pajamas is short, but it's about World War II and therefore very, very, very sad. A lot of these are kind of more female oriented, which might be fine. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe is fairly short. You should read that. It's the first in the Narnia books. There's 7 of them. But The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Classic little fantasy book. It is a religious allegory, but it's not preachy in that one. Or The Hunger Games. If you haven't read that, read The Hunger Games. You will finish it so fast. So fast. It's one of the most addictive series I've ever read. And Dom says they're not like Jurassic Park. In real life, they're like the size of a turkey. I thought they were smaller. Matthew Cujo says it was my nickname in high school. Wait, how did we get to Swedish Meatball Hunchback of Notre Dame? Notre Dame? I don't know how you're supposed to say. I'm holding way too many books in my hands. Okay, Raising Rabbits. This could be relevant. However, here's another rabbit one. Do I need both? No. This... My arm hurts and my feet hurt. This is more kid-oriented, but modern. And then this looks like it's older. Yeah, this is more about, like, the breeding part, which I don't need that one. I don't need any of these, but I have them. Aquarium Handbook. I feel like I'm just gonna, like, look that stuff up. I just opened to something in snails, though, and I couldn't keep my snails alive. Keep the Natural Aquarium Handbook. Do I really? I don't know. All right, I'm going to have to look at the aquarium ones and, like, pick one. Here's one that's just about koi. I'll go put it in that pile. Labyrinth fish. Wait, are these, There's betta fish on here. The Bubble Nest Builders. I do want to get another betta fish, even though I swore I would not do any more aquaria type stuff. Betta fish are kind of different, though. They don't need a whole big ecosystem. This is like species of betta fish, not like what I thought it was. So that one can go. Whew, okay. Love from India. Hi. Golden Corral equals Hunger Games, so I get it now. You miss having an aquarium? They take so much work. Yes, they absolutely do. Oh, I missed it, Indom, but thank you. Why do a lot of people have official in their handle? Are they going to be government employees? Now's not a good time to be a government employee. I should have been at work today, but I was furloughed. I'm actually not mad at it yet. Looking good today. Thank you, Philip. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. And Mike's here. Who TF is this guy? Which guy? Oh, Philip? Philip's been here a lot, too. All of the mods, just... not all of them. Cujo's been here the whole time. It is like a mod conference. I know, look at all these blue people. I think I'm at the end of the books I'm going to go through because I'm just exhausted. But if I sit down after I go through this handful, then I can keep talking. Blue Man Group! Yay! You guys are the Blue Man Group. I'm just going to type that. What is the quote? Is Blue Man Group. I don't know if I have any like, female, like, told me that they were a certain gender, like, mods, actually. I think you are the Blue Man Group. The group of extraordinary blue men. The League of Extraordinary Blue Men. You've been riding again. Bicycles, right? At first I thought motorcycles, then I'm like, no, I don't think don't think he ever told me about motorcycles. Knight wrenches of the Round Table. Yes, okay, I remembered. Knigget, yeah. Okay, hamsters. I'm not getting a hamster. This is kind of out of date. Anyway, I can just tell by like the font and stuff. And the pictures. I don't need the books that were underneath in the cabinet were ones that I got for other people, but I'd like to not have a secret stash of books. I'd like to have them all out. Here's another hamster and gerbil one. I'm just gonna give them away now. Another gerbil one. Oh, here's another one about canaries. Did I give away that other canary one? Because I should. Budgies. It's got to be down here. Budgies, hummingbirds. There's bugs everywhere. If I didn't get rid of the canary one, I can now. I have to find it. I don't see it down there. I must have downstairs. It's just at my feet. Oh. See, this is another problem, is that I can't find the animal books when I need them. I'm just going to put it at the bottom for a second. A guide to training my pet rabbit. That one I'm going to keep. Long-tailed parakeets. I don't even know what they are, which is probably why I grabbed that. Kitten care and training. I have a bunch of cat books that will tell me that kind of thing. I really need to find this other canary book real quick. Hold on. This is Lovebirds. It was nearby. I'm reading comments, I swear. You're lucky I can't time you. What does OIG mean? It's okay, Cujo. We've been here a long time. I've always wanted to start book reading, but never did because of work. You just end up watching TV. Fair. Sorry, I'm like talking to you from the... Oh, I found it. Okay, yes. It was in the giveaway pile, and now I know I can do that. And this one I know I'm keeping. All right. These 4... Those 4 I have to look at and see if I want to keep them or not. But we went through this shelf, the under cabinet. I still have this one and like some of this one to show you. But I want to sit down. There's books everywhere. It's going to be hard to take you guys out of the spot you're in. But I don't necessarily want to log off yet. Have I read manga or comics? Yes. I haven't read much manga at all. So I'd like to. I always want to read. I just want to make sure I have enough attention span. I always want to read, and then just like hours later, I'm like, oh, but I didn't. What have I been doing? I read almost 100 pages. Did I? 60, 70 pages of Project Hail Mary, and it's really getting good. Oh my gosh. I think I might like it better than The Martian so far. We'll see how it ends up, but I loved The Martian. It's a book by the same author. But Project Hail Mary is just, it's very like suspenseful and it's fascinating. It's similar in its tone, but there's less F words. That's right, they are making a movie of it. Yes. Very aristocratic. Thank you. That's fancy. Yeah, this is a double bookshelf here. Oh, you guys are gonna fall down off of the books that you're stacked on top of, and now I look like a villain. I don't even know where to sit. There's books everywhere. All right, I'm gonna have to take you guys off of the big tripod. You're still attached to the little tripod because I want to show you the floor. There's books everywhere. They're everywhere. All right, I'm gonna sit probably on top of them. Give me a second. You're going to be shaky. I'm just going to sit here on this crash mat. I did use it as a crash mat because we had a book do a backflip earlier. I'm feeling good about the care guides that I'm getting rid of. I definitely don't need that many. The space Jason Bourne Matrix with gravity? Yes. Precisely. The Martian with Matt Damon? Yes. Yes, that one. Okay, you guys are gonna sit on my cat's scratching post. And as far as I know, they did not vote on a budget, so I don't have to work tomorrow either. I'm gonna Google it real quick as soon as I get you guys situated here. I also got rid of the milk goat one. Sorry, let me stabilize you and then I'll talk more. Okay. Oh boy. That was extremely productive. Sorry, I don't need to talk as loud. You're like in my face now. Sorry. Okay. Just moving them over because I don't need to sit literally on them. Oh gosh. Okay. That's a lot of books. They're little books. They're skinny books, but that's a lot of books that I'm getting rid of. But that means I've got to out process them on all of my like lists and stuff, which is fine. That's fine. And I don't have to feel as guilty for taking in another 20 from yesterday. Yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. Okay. I'd like to have... Oh, deck of cards just fell out all over the floor. 52 card pickup. Quick, where's somebody that I can actually, like, get to do that? The contention is the ICE funding. That's part of it. Other people are furloughed because they just haven't passed it yet. I can't keep track of who, like, what house is doing what. I mean, there's the House and then there's the Senate, and that's both the Congress. But, like, I can't, like, I'm reading stuff about, okay, they voted for this, they're separating this, but then it had to go back to the House for some reason. And I don't know why. Ugh, I'm just moving these books around and around. Hold on. Whew, that was exhausting, but in a good way. So, Republicans own everything now. If you stand for ICE, you can leave. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna get real for a minute. Man, my hair's all over the place, and that's fine. Oh, why isn't this working? My computer froze! Oh no! Dude, it seriously froze. Okay, well, I guess I have to stay up to date on, what the heck? Where'd the mouse go? Is the mouse stuck? No. I'd like to be able to... Okay. I don't think there's been any news. I thought there was going to be a vote at 6:30. My time? Attack on Titan is pretty good. Why does that sound familiar too? Oh, it's a manga. Ooh, let's look this up. I bet you it's already on my to read list because you're here a lot. And no, that's fine, funny. I brought it up. It's the government shutdown. You know, you didn't mean to introduce politics. I don't know who that guy was. It was just a bot or, you know, troll or whatever. No, I mean, we can talk like about how the government works or doesn't work. But I don't remember exactly. You were being you were being neutral about it, and then somebody had to throw in their unpopular opinion. Oh, hold on. I think I'm way behind because my computer was being weird. Yeah, I didn't think Democrats were in like the majority anywhere right now. So like we're desperately waiting for the midterm elections in November to try and reverse it a little bit. Immigrants don't ruin our country. End to end, ICE is a horrible situation right now. And they're killing people in cold blood. They have been for a while. They've just been brown people, so we haven't heard about it as much. I'm sorry, but it's my channel. Oh my god. All of a sudden things got crazy. Give me a second. In the middle of it, this is more relevant than I thought it would be. Kujus is giant monster people versus regular sized people. Yeah, that's how it feels in real life. I'm gonna put that on my to read list to change subjects here because if it's recommended manga, then I should start with that one. Hi, Metallic. You have a right to share your opinion, but I don't have to read it. You don't have to share it here. I mean, that's just where I'm at. Yeah, Funny was trying to just like talk about what is happening with the shutdown, not like opinions about the whole thing. Killing people for no reason and mass deportation are basically the same thing. And I'm not going to go into it any further. Yeah, just like Funny's point is like there's this many Democrats versus this many Republicans, and this is what they are voting on and stuff, not like support whatever. Oh, Metallic. No, I think I did miss one weekend in January, but then I was back. I actually streamed like 4 times that one weekend or something. I'm just gonna start taking people out. No, it's fine. Funny, you didn't do anything wrong. People came in and started sharing. Maybe you said a trigger word for YouTube or something. You know what? I'm not gonna do that anymore. It's not that I don't want to have a discussion about that in a, you know, non-humanitarian way. It's my channel and we're not doing that right now. We can go back to talking about it objectively. Obviously I have some opinions as well, but I don't have to make this a political sounding board right now. It's just not gonna happen. Sorry, not sorry. It's okay, Funny. That went I all of a sudden somebody just came in and started blasting, but it's over now. Yes. Talk about books and pop culture. Yes. You guys weren't talking about anything wrong. Like somebody came in and like made it a thing, and then I went off on them a little bit. So I apologize. Nothing is telling me like when they're voting. What did they do today? 30 minutes ago, this this one. I hate that you don't know what news you're actually reading anymore. Funny says, of course, I'm opinionated too. You're personally affected by a lot of things. Yeah, you like literally were just talking about how they like made you pay to review your papers and stuff. Okay, so here's another impartial question. What is ICE? That is perfectly fine to talk about and ask. It's immigration. Hold on, what does it stand for exactly? It's an immigration group that is being sent by certain people in the government to deal with immigrants, but there's not actually an immigrant problem everywhere, at least not as big as they are making it. And they're doing really crazy things that are illegal. Doesn't even have the right ring to it anymore, because illegal doesn't mean immoral. But this group, some of the officers from this ICE group just shot and killed 2 people that did not need to die, because they're not trained like the military or like police officers, and they were shooting when they didn't need to. So it's very controversial. It has been since you know who got into office. US Immigration and Customs Enforcement, but it's becoming like a militia, and it's really scary. Thank you. Yeah, you guys were filling that in while I was looking at it. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, yes. ICE is needed. Okay, and ICE is needed for your reference. They're like the customs department in India. Oh, assuming you're from India. They're a little more than that though. And that's the thing, is that on what grounds are they targeting? Mostly just like hearing someone speak Spanish. It's been awful and terrifying, and it's mostly, when they say immigrants, a lot of people in government actually mean non-white people, whether they speak whatever. And it's kind of getting more and more blatantly obvious, and it's upsetting. It's very upsetting. There's stuff going on in the US right now that's like Nazi Germany, and it's terrifying. And I feel like there's nothing I can do, almost nothing. We've talked about that before. And I'm not trying to turn it back into an opinionated thing, but again, it's my channel. I'm sorry. Anyway, that's what's going on a little bit. I'm not an expert. Disclaimer. So, okay, results of the House vote today. Maybe they're still there. Oh, there's like minutes or something listed. Hold on. And there's nothing I should do, but I want to. I want to like help people. Are they targeting every immigrant or selective? They're being selective. I get what you're saying, funny. It's just, it's upsetting. You read horror stories and you're like, well, I would have stood up for the right side, and it's like, it's so much more complicated. Wait, did they pass it? This is confusing. Motion to... None of this has to do with the shutdown. Unless this is parts of the bill, and I'm just too stupid to understand this. You don't think they passed it yet? Okay. They need anti-immigration in the UK more than the US? That's a hot take. I think people resigned? I don't understand what's going on. Are there different pieces to this bill that they're voting on piecemeal here? They're meeting tomorrow at 10 a.m. This is so boring. Like, government is so mind-numbing most of the time. They just adjourned at 8:51 p.m. I'm in the same time zone as DC. I'm just trying to figure out if I work tomorrow. I don't think I do, though. Hi, Sabat. Maple donuts are amazing. They are amazing. I like apple cider donuts, too. They're really good. Chocolate-covered donuts, yes. The UK is struggling. Oh, we're struggling here in the US. Yeah, they're definitely doing it in an unethical manner. Apple cider. Okay. The Senate passed it, but see, I look up, did the House pass the budget? And it just goes to the Senate stuff that happened before the shutdown. I can't find the information. This is bad. I don't know. I can't figure it out. Somebody just tell me. Sprinkled donuts. I love sprinkled donuts. I actually grabbed for those first. Funny's going back to thank you, Cujo, for kind of bringing the humor back into everything. This is what I bring to my marriage table. Funny but highly catastrophic moments of intelligent people. Yes. I think that book was too species though. Oh, Funny is not a big fan of donuts because of the calories. I mean, that's not the point of donuts. You're lemonading? What? Oh, stuffed donuts with sprinkles on top. So I like the Bavarian cream ones better than the Boston cream ones. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about, but I like that better. That's the act of seeing positive things in every situation. Make lemonade. I got you. Lemonading. You're going low carb this February. I don't think I could do that if I tried. Like, there's certain things I can't cut out of my diet, and like chocolate and cheese. I don't think I could cut. If I like was dying or something and had to, I guess, you know, I would, but like I don't think I could. I know they're not good for you, but Calorie conscious donuts are like eco-friendly firecrackers. Yes. Cheese and cheesecake. Yes. I tend to reward myself with food like I'm training an animal. It's not great, but it's like, I don't know, on my list of problems. Yeah, chocolate and cheese would be extremely hard for me. But I'm very American with my cheese. Like, I'm not like a cheese snob at all, or like whatever the not negative version of that is. You've had too many cheat days. Yeah. Yeah, I think the last few years have all been cheat days. Not exactly. Speaking of indulge eating, has my friend taken me to the restaurants she said she would take me to? I'm not remembering that. When the health day is lower than what? Is lower than the cheat day? Aren't the healthy days supposed to be lower calories? I can start it every day. Yes. It's the continuing that's hard. Oh gosh, you're remembering the New Year's Eve stream. I don't even remember what we said. I took that down. Do I eat fast foods? I certain ones sometimes, yeah. I don't eat it a lot. Oh, and the healthy day. Oh, okay. Yeah. When you have less healthy days than cheat days, I got you. I wasn't high. I had a little alcohol. But no, we weren't high on anything. I've never smoked anything in my life. It was all cheat days and one healthy day. That's kind of the ratio I'm at right now. But my life just like drastically changed. So I'm like, maybe I'll just eat what I want for a little bit. I could probably do that, like one healthy day. Maybe I should start there. I wasn't like completely drunk either. I was a little bit more alcohol than usual, but I wasn't like, I think by the time I streamed, it was also, I stayed up till 2 a.m. that night and I had been going to bed at 9. So I was like trying to stay up, and I don't remember if I was even still drinking at that point because I knew I would have to leave at some point. But yes, it was much more relaxed. I don't know that I would have remembered anyway. I mean, you've seen me lose track of thought in the middle of a sentence many, many times, so I don't know. Yes, I've read Song of Ice and Fire. I've read everything I can find about the Game of Thrones universe. Yes. I think the third book, A Storm of Swords, is that the third book? Am I getting it mixed up with another series? I haven't read it in a while, but the third book is my favorite. How about you? We were drinking mouthwash. Yeah, she had blue prosecco, which I didn't even know what that is, but it was good. Somebody commented that it looked like Romulan ale, and I was like, I forgot about that. That's fantastic. Yeah, that was in her house. She just somebody said they thought we were out at a bar, and I was like, wow, it really does look like that, doesn't it? But no, we were like perched in front of her TV. We had just been watching Wicked. It was like such a not a crazy night at all. But then I put a hat on and decided to stream, of all things. You watched the show. Oh, you watched the show, and the last 2 seasons were trash. Yeah. The only thing that I can't stop rewatching from the last 2 seasons is the dragon battle. It's like what we were waiting for the whole time was that dragon battle. against Jamie and Braun. Cujo says plot twist. Funny and I were also in a bar watching you and your friends. That is a plot twist. Especially because you're in Arizona, it's 73 degrees, and then Funny is not. It's like 10 degrees. Yeah, well, there were more dragons in House of the Dragon, though. And do you think they look as good as the Game of Thrones dragons? Because, like, sometimes they look a little weird to me. And, like, I know that there's more of them and it's expensive to do and stuff. Like, some of the scenes in House of the Dragon, I think, are exactly, like, as badass as Game of Thrones. But other ones, I'm like, that looks a little two-dimensional. San Diego weather right now. Oh, you're in Ohio. Okay. Yeah. And I think that's mostly a red state, too, as far as the immigration issues go. Not to bring that back up, but it sounds like it. It sure sounds like it's cold. Yeah. Oh, we never finished the battle of the what's it called? Phone percentages. I think only a couple people posted about it. Sorry, I was looking at my battery percentage and then I got distracted. Northeast Ohio, my goodness. Yeah, you're up there. You are up there. All of this is all. I still can't get a clear answer on the budget, but it doesn't look like anything happens. I feel like if they did pass it, there would be obvious things. I don't know. Anywho, battery percentage games. Yeah, did we ever have a title for them? Couple of beers and you can walk into Pennsylvania. There's 7 people here, but I love how it's just like the 4 of us kind of talking now. %84 now. I'm at like 48. The inverse. Why are the numbers 8 and 4 coming into our lives? I guess they wanted to show different designs of dragons in the Targaryen era. No, I don't mean the different shapes of them. I mean like the quality of the CGI more. I like that they have the different body types of the dragons, actually, because they did specify that in the books a bit. Funny is in first place. I'm in third. Oh, thanks, Real Me. You've been here before, haven't you? That sounds familiar. Now I can look it up, though. Yeah, you have been. Okay. Wait. And thank you, if I didn't say so. Yes. Okay. I had like red on my lip at some point. I don't know where that went. You're gonna go now. You need to do the dishes for the absent chicken wings. Yeah, I should probably go too. Oh, it's 9:15. I thought it was 8:15. I don't know why. I'm sitting here looking at the clock on the wall. This was very, very productive and very fun to talk to you. So, yes, thanks for coming, Funny. Good night. I feel like if I leave, I have to deal with the books on the floor. So I just keep talking. Real Me, we were going through the books on these shelves here to see what I could get rid of, but I did like 2.5 of them. And yeah, I've been here over 3 hours. So I think I do need to stop, but I just don't seem to ever stop. I don't know. I try to like get to a moment where I'm like ready to leave, and I don't have to deal with these on the floor right now. I will have to tomorrow. Don't get rid of them. All the ones in these shelves are ones that I'm keeping. The ground is covered in books that I am not keeping. And that's good. But they're mostly skinny books, so it doesn't really even like give me as much space as I need. Especially if I keep all these aquarium and rabbit books. I don't know. You have to rewatch the stream. But I will go up and do you guys want a sneak peek of some of the ones that I'm bringing in? Because they're next to me. I can put them in a new shelf. I do want to get one more shelf upstairs because I had to get rid of someone's stuff and now I have room. Let me see. Okay. Yes, Cujo wants to see a sneak peek. All right. I've got 4 here that I'll show you. Recursion by Blake Crouch. I'm saying Couch. He wrote Dark Matter, which I think was a TV something. I don't know if this is his second book, period, but this is another one that's all over like the internet right now, as a follow-up to Dark Matter. I think it's a completely different universe situation, but it's newer, so I was happy to find it. Or am I just completely way off? I heard mixed things about both of them. Oh, it came out in 2019. I just heard about it. It's new to me. What did he write about Dark Matter? I don't know that he actually even wrote about Dark Matter. That's just the name of the book. Let me see if I can get a better description, because I have Dark Matter, but it's upstairs. A book about infinite realities. Okay, yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, he gets knocked out and he wakes up to a different reality. It's not like he doesn't have a wife, he doesn't live in the same place. And then he's trying to get back to his other life, it sounds like. This one, so I don't know why it's called that actually. This one has a pandemic of some kind, it says. But the force that's sweeping the world is no pathogen. It's just the first shockwave unleashed by a stunning discovery. And what's in jeopardy is not our minds, but the very fabric of time itself. They're sci-fi books. Yeah, that's fun. Tom Hanks wrote a book, and now I have it. I found it. I love Tom Hanks. And it's that Tom Hanks. It's like not just another dude named Tom Hanks. It's that. I don't know what it's about. I just took it. A small town newspaper columnist with old-fashioned views of the modern world, a World War II veteran grappling with his emotional and physical scars, a second-rate. Okay, fine. There's a bunch of people in it. My favorite Hanks movie. Oh, that's a hard one because I think I have to go with Forrest Gump because I've watched it so many times. And it's so happy and sad and classic. My favorite guilty pleasure Tom Hanks movie is Da Vinci Code. And then the next sneak peek, 2 dragon books. I haven't yet seen if they're on my list, and I don't know if I'm going to keep them, but that's going to be in the reading report next Sunday for sure. This is called Within the Sanctuary of Wings. Lady Trent is perhaps as infamous for her company as feats of daring, as she is famous for her discoveries and additions to the scientific field. But the scientific field is dragons. Because the top says Isabella, Lady Trent, dragon naturalist and scandalous explorer. Yeah, I can't talk anymore. Anyway. Oh, the book is called Dark Matter. And it's by Blake Crouch. You like Road to Perdition? You know what? I don't think I've seen that. So this is the author, but it's not the Dark Matter book. This book is called Recursion. But it's the same author that wrote Dark Matter. Yay, tell me if you like it, because I'm reading like a sci-fi like thriller kind of thing right now, and if I'm probably gonna be sad when it's over. So maybe I'll try Dark Matter next. I don't know. Yeah, you're welcome. That's what we're here for. Yay. And then the other dragon book is called Turning Darkness into Light. And it's got little baby dragons on it. At least that's what it looks like. Oh my gosh, it's the same series. Lady Trent, foremost dragon naturalist and notorious memoirist. I don't know where we are in the... So these two are related and I didn't even know. Are they the same author? They are the same author. I should have noticed that. Oh, I'm glad I grabbed both of them. I almost didn't grab one. Ancient Draconian... Draconian civilization, but not that Draconian. You still have to read Neuromancer by Gibson. I think I looked at that. Did I take it though? I don't think I took it. Is my window open? My window is like crooked. That's gonna be a problem. Yeah, I always see that one around, and I'm never sure if I want it or not. I don't think that's the one I looked at. I don't know. This sounds really good, though. It's very sci-fi. All right, I am like freezing. I've got to find out. I know I don't have the door blocked, but I got to find out if that window is actually open, because that's not going to help my heating bill. Okay. Yeah, check out Blake Crouch. I need people to read some of the things on my list and then tell me if they think I'm gonna like it or not. How do I publish them? What do you mean? I'm not a publisher. I find a lot of them at a nonprofit that I have access to that's basically a giant free library. And I'm very involved with it. And I purposefully don't name it because it's very specific. So I just try to keep safe on the internet. But these 4 I found, and there's 20 that I found. And I will talk about them next Sunday. But if I'm up to it, I might stream tomorrow again, if I'm home. Oh, you're writing a book and you want to get it published. So I'm not as well versed in that part of it. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe you kind of have to like submit it to different publishers and then they accept your book or not. And it can be hard to get into like the big publishers. So people... Yay, good. Sign up for Goodreads. Yes, I'm the Lady Anna. You've heard that a million times because I say it a million times a stream. Or people self-publish a book, which I think means they have to pay for all of them themselves up front, and it can get quite expensive, especially if you then don't sell the books that you've paid to get made.
I've opened and unboxed a bunch of self-published books. They kind of have a reputation for not being as good, but I don't necessarily think that. It depends. What about Kindle online? You know what? That's a great question. I don't know how to get a Kindle only kind of book published. I know that there's a lot of spammy kind of authors on Goodreads that give away a version of them, but I don't know how they actually get them to that point. There's a lot of groups on Goodreads that I don't really participate in a whole lot, but there's probably like a whole well of information about publishing, and like I know there's like the main publishers that you've heard of, like Penguin Random House or something like that. But then there's independent publishers that aren't quite as big, but like they're more like, a lot of people really get into supporting independent publishers, and then there's self-published. But the Kindle question, I really don't know. Like the ebook kind of version. Yeah. If you put it together, send it to me and I will read it and review it. There's another book tracking site called Fable, but I haven't used it. So either of these I'm mentioning because there's probably resources for people that want to do that. And I've definitely seen Kindle only books on Goodreads, but I don't know how they got there. Okay. All right. I'm going to go. For real. I probably said that a million times. But I will probably be on tomorrow, to be honest. Like, if I'm not going to work, then let me build the channel a little bit. And I need to go through the books anyway. And it's kind of fun. So, I don't know. Should I do fiction again tomorrow? Maybe I will. I really need to go through the fiction. The Lady Anna, yes. Let me see if it's just like goodreads.com, The Lady Anna. Hold on. I can. Yeah, it should be just goodreads.com / The Lady Anna, but let me see if I can link it. Does it work? Hold on. Yeah, there I am. Okay. Yeah, you should like friend me on there, and then we can chat on there too. Okay. All right. I will possibly see you tomorrow, or definitely next Sunday. I have an edited video coming out tomorrow as well. I'll have to figure out how I want to deal with the streaming though. Although if I go to work Wednesday, I might not. I don't know. You'll see me soon. You're on under Cujo. Okay. There might be more than it just comes up with the book. I should have known that. Okay. The Stephen King book. Even though I think that's the wrong spelling, but whatever. Oh no, wait. Is it? I'm confused now. Anyway, I will go look for you. That's my link, so you'll be able to see it. And I will see you soon. Thank you for being mod the entire stream. Cujo, I appreciate it. You're downloading the app, yeah. Awesome. I will see you there then. And hopefully I will see everyone very soon. Thanks for joining.